Now, while working on the object-oriented programming, I'll recommend you guys, okay, you use a VS Code. Install VS Code on your machine and use VS Code. If you have any difficulty with the installations, kindly connect with Rahul and get it in, VS Code installed. And if you can start working on the VS Code, that will be better. Edit Plus also is better, okay? And even you can use the NetBeans also or the Eclipse, that's not a problem, but I recommend personally to go with the VS Code because we have to use the latest IDs as well. So I'm preparing a folder for your demonstration, like demo OOP, object-oriented programming on the desktop. You can never create the folders on the desktop or never create your work on the desktop. You better save it in the respective drives. CMD, desktop, OOP demo, okay, demo OOP, I believe. And then you write code dot. Code dot means Visual Source Code will be open on the current drive, current directory. Hope my screen is visible to you all.
So,
And Visual Source Code will be loaded. As you all know, Visual Source Code is the latest ID developed by Microsoft. So, and it's highly appreciable by all the developer community. So, if you can get practice of using VS Code, also that will be better. Anyway, here you are in the current project. What as demo OOP? You want to create the file. Let's say I want to. I'll just like let us understand. I want to develop a object-oriented programming. So I'll firstly pick up the. I'll develop an item class. Let's say item.java. Just for the sake of example. Okay, and here I want to generate item bill using OOP standards, OOP code. I'm just like giving you the tips how to think object in the object-oriented way. Okay. So here you can import java.lang.star and rest packages we can import later on. I'm just writing, going to write a simple object-oriented code. So what you have to think about? Class, item, I'm constructing. Now, while constructing class item, in the object-oriented programming, the first thing what you have to do, you have to construct the class. And while constructing class, you think about the properties, private properties. Now, while developing an item class, okay, or class for the item bill, what private properties is required? String, name of the item you purchase, okay. Then you required unit price, quantity purchase, and the price. Then you may need the discount and net price, if any. You get my point clear? What the first step I did, I just accumulate all the properties I required for the computation. So what is class? Class is a collection. Class is a wrapping of all the attributes. Attributes means properties, right? And now we have to define the behaviors of it. So we constructed for the item name, I'll be reading the item name, unit price, quantity, price, discount and net price. Then the first thing, how I can initialize this private data. How I can initialize this private data. For that reason, you have to define the constructor. The second step, you have to think in the object-oriented programming constructor. So you define the constructor. What is constructor? It's a method having same name as a class name, and it is used for initialize the private data belongs to class. This is default constructor. Constructor without argument called as default constructor. Then you go with a parameterized constructor. These data constructor will get from the user, from the main, right? You can ask me the question if you want to. Now this is the input what you will be getting from the user. So I'm not accepting that price, discount, net price, because price, discount, net price I have to compute. So here I'll get the item name, unit price, quantity from the user, which is required for generating the item bill, and by that I will initialize the private data belongs to class. So this dot inm equals to inm, this dot up equals to up, this dot quantity equals to quantity. Now anyone have a question why I am using this dot, and what is inm, this inm, and what is the difference between this inm? Yes, Ashwini, can you able to
No.
explain me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Like this is a keyword, and we are using this keyword for calling to the current object.
Yeah,
Then no
this,
matter
yeah,
variable and
Ashwini,
argument.
I'll correct you. Okay, instead of
Yeah.
saying keyword, this is a object reference. Object reference. Now look, object is a named entity, but of a class. Object is a named entity of a class, but beyond the scope of the class. Hope you agree with me.
Yes.
Because while constructing human class, there is no object Ashwini, Sushil, Ketke, Dharmendra. These are all the names what we have in this on this earth. But while constructing human class, nature not named us. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So, but our attributes are wrapped actually in the class human. So in that case, this dot means whichever the object, this referring to that object, whether the Dharmendra has an object, whether the Sushil has an object, whether the Ashwini has an object, this belongs to whichever the object nature is constructing, or whichever the object that referring to the constructor while constructing. Okay, it refers to that. So anyone have the question on this particular step?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, can I proceed? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the two things we clear: the wrapping of private data, the definition of a default constructor, and the parameterized constructor. Then you write the methods. Now just understand one point: constructor don't have return type like other methods. Constructor is a method having same name as a class name. It invokes automatically at the time of object creation, right? If you don't pass on any constructor, any argument, then it will give a call to the default constructor. If you pass on any values, it will give a call to the parameterized constructor. And constructor used to construct, it is defined for initializing the private data belongs to class. So it don't have a return type. It's not a method, right? It's a special method to initialize the private data belongs to class, right? So whenever object generates, it automatically get a call. That is what constructor means. And now you define the methods for process. Methods for data process. Now here in this case, we have to write the method for data process means like public for calculating that price, discount, net price. So I'll do one thing. Why not you develop a method called as, instead of developing individual method for computing price, discount, and net price, I will develop a method called as calc. And this dot price equals to this dot unit price into this dot quantity, right? and then this dot discount equals to this dot PR into whatever the percent of discount, and this dot net PR equals to this dot price minus this dot discount. Are you guys agree with this?
So
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what we did up till now, every class, while writing every class, you have to think like this. Capsulate the private data, then you define the constructors, then you define the process for calculations. Now it will change as per the requirement of the problem. Okay, what you are going to compute, and then the result. Now result means the object, actually everything you are doing for the object of item bill, so that object's value need to be printed. Here comes the role of a override toString method. Who is going to tell me about the toString method? ToString is a method which will convert the object to string. So whenever you refer the object in the system or the println, it will refer this own local toString method and converts its properties into the string. So here return item name, every that property you can convert into the string. This dot nm, inm. Okay, then maybe unit price, quantity, and everything you can do it. But right now I'm directly going with the price, with this dot price. Discount, that is this dot discount, and the net price. This dot net PR. Even you can, why not add this also? Okay, unit price. Quantity. Now, how many of you understand this step?
Understand, sir.
Yeah, because it's a display of object. Means like whenever I say, now just understand, Gayatri object, Ashwini object, Sushil object. So whenever if while walking on the road, if Sushil meets with Gayatri, what will happen? Okay, Gayatri means that the name of the object is Gayatri. So her entire details like a name, age, address, okay, qualification, everything will be converted into the string and conveyed to Sushil. Are you getting my point clear?
yes, sir.
If Gayatri knows Sushil, so entire details of Sushil, what his name, what he do, what profession, what the body structure he is having, or what profile he is having, everything will be conveyed. Everything will be converted to the string and conveyed to the other objects. Are you getting my point clear? So there is no need of that entire object. That entire object will be converted into the string by using this toString method. Okay. So now mostly the task is over. You have a private data, you have the constructor, you have the calc method, you have the toString. Now what you need to do, you can build the main method, or you can construct another class where you can refer this. But right now I'm just like referring the main method over here, public static void main, args, command line argument and all. Then why not you read the data of item then? Okay, so we'll go with the import. Okay, java.util. You can use both the whichever techniques you want to, either the scanner or the buffer, that is your problem now. And then here you the class. Okay, then you create the instance of scanner. Ask the user enter item name. Okay, we're running out of time, but anyway, string. We'll try to wind up. String item name equals to sc.next. I'll copy the code. Unit price. Next integer. Quantity. Next integer. 92py. Then I'll create the object of item class. Item it equals to new item, and pass on this INM, unit price, and the quantity as an argument. Agrees with me? Okay. Now item class, and I pass on item name, unit price, and quantity. So the properties belongs to item class will be initialized. Then I have to give a call to the it.calc method, which calculates the item bill. And then I'll simply system.out.println. Okay, item bill. I have to just concat the object. So it gives a call to the toString method. It will calculate everything by calc, and then it will give a call to the toString method and print the item bill. Okay, this is end of main and end of class. Re-refer the code again before compilation. You have all the package import available. You have a class, private data, constructors, calc, toString, main. You read the data, you pass on to the constructor, you calc it, and you even able to print the object. If you verify the code in this manner, I don't think so you will get any error child type of compilation. Java item.java. Your main method has to be in the item class. While compiling the code, you have to go to the terminal and then compile it. It's compiled. You'll find that .class file is generated, successfully compiled. Then you have to just write Java and item. That's it. Item name, you want to buy a pen with a unit price of 25 rupees and 7 pens I want to buy. Okay, what will be the output? So the output will be item bill, item name, item bill, item name is pen. You can just like have a space. Unit price 25, quantity so and so, price is 125, discount is 8.75, and the date price you have to compute 165.25. So do you have any issues with this? Now, if you can write the code like this, guys, okay, your main theory is over. What is OOP means? OOP means the first thing is encapsulation, so wrapping up this private data, right? And the properties and the behaviors. Behaviors means how to construct the object, how to compute the compute the process, and then how to. So means to while constructing any class, It should consist these things: private data, constructors, the computing methods, and the overridden to strings over there. And then you need to go with the things. So why I'm taking again these sessions with you guys? What I observed that you are not careful. Okay, you're not careful by writing the code. Just understand one thing. Okay, you have to give a value to your every line, every word you say, every sentence you say, every sentence you write. It has to be the logical. It has to be the costly. It has to have some value. Are you getting my point? Hope you guys agree with me. Okay, then it increase your professional value. The word you say, the line you are writing, it should not that. Are you getting it? It should not be the garbage. It should have a value. So it proves that, oh, I am logical. It proves that, yes, I am. My logic is okay, valuable. Are you getting my point? In the presentation, we have to give the presentation to the others in such a manner that, okay, if you interact with me, if you communicate with me, you'll get something out of it. You will gain something out of it. My interaction is valuable. My code is valuable. As you all know, that we all are in the software business. Okay, so in the software means it's a logical brand. People will invest on you to develop a logical brand. And to develop a logical brand, obviously we should showcase the logic. That is more important. So that's why I believe, okay, now if you ask me and if you assign me any damn question to me, I can solve in this manner. You should, while solving the problems, why not you talk to you? Why not you, okay, you make your own exercise, but while showcasing, while interacting, you express the logic. You talk sensefully. You write sensefully over there, so that in the presentations, it gives you the idea. Okay, like it will increase your professional value. While interacting, people will find, okay, why not interact with the with her or with him. He is more logical. Okay, he is more friendly. He is valuable. That sort of things are there. So this is what I'm expecting, guys. Okay, so I'm wind up this session again. Okay, I'm just like giving these sessions just how to think the object oriented way. Object, and here the first thing what we discuss about, how we can construct a class. It means what is class, what is object, what is constructor. If you write the one code give you the expression of everything. What is class? Okay, what is access modifiers, what is main method means, why main method is static, and what is constructor means, what is object means, everything, toString means. So probably if you do it practically, it gives you the idea how I can explain the things theoretically. So I'll stop here. I'll connect back you again because I'm having some other assignments. You can ask me if you need any assistance. We'll again connect back and have a combined sessions. Thank you very much. I'll share this code with you. Right?